to talk about what's happening in Bitcoin markets and the crypto markets because we're in a crypto winter.
Oh, is that what it is?
That's what it is. Or maybe this just isn't really working. I mean, Saylor is having to change his whole strategy and sell off some of the Bitcoin.
Yeah.
So, personally, in January of 2009, when Bitcoin came out, I was not very surprised because I knew, and I've been saying it since 2008, that the system died.
Right.
And when one system dies, another one is born,
Yeah.
right? And gold and silver protect you through the transition because you really do have to ask yourself, what am I losing? What is the change? Who has more control?
Yeah.
This is one nasty looking chart. I'm not gonna lie. But we've talked so much about the 200-day moving average. You see that cross. This is trading. This isn't value. Please, Kenneth, can you tell, I mean, you're younger. Maybe you see things I don't see. But can you tell me what this is about and the value that it brings to everybody or nobody?
Yeah.
Or somebody?
Somebody. I mean,
Somebody.
It definitely is going to be benefiting somebody, but you're right. When you've got, people that are taking these, I mean, Bitcoin really is just paper contracts. You can't hold a Bitcoin.
And what does it do? This is the challenge that I've had since the beginning. And I can't even tell you how many people have tried to get me to embrace Bitcoin.
Yeah.
But I've said it before, I will say it again. To me, Bitcoin was a Trojan horse. This is how they make the transitions.
Yeah.
So when we're looking at this chart, and everybody is looking at it, that red line is that 200-day moving average. And for those that are new to us, what that means is every day for the last 200 days, they total up where Bitcoin closes on the exchange, and they total that up and then divide by 200, and it gives you a 200-day moving average. And that's that red line. The 50-day moving average, so they do the same thing, but just for 50 days, that's that blue line. Where you see it cross the 50-day moving average, cross below the red 200-day moving average, that's called the death cross. Now, we haven't pulled up the spot contracts, and we could do that because you might see a similar kind of action in the spot gold and spot silver contracts too.
Yeah.
But you have to ask, because this is really the difference between those two. How many markets is Bitcoin, what's the functionality? How many markets is Bitcoin utilized in?
Right, just one.
Yep.
It's just a trading tool for Wall Street at this point, and there's no physical utilization of it. You cannot take delivery of a Bitcoin. And to your point with the spot contract prices, that is a paper market, but there is at least an underlying physical, actual metal behind it that, again, there's how many users of silver? 36.
I counted 36, and this is not a definitive list.
Right, yeah.
This is just what I could see and I could count.
Yeah.
So 33 for physical silver. Oh, no, 36 for physical silver.
And 33 for gold.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but Bitcoin has no utility outside of a trade.
Yeah, exactly. There's something to be said when you could look to multiple different industries globally and say, well, I've got something that they can use, that they need, versus when you're just looking at a number on a screen, there is no other function to it other than, to your point, it's a way for the world governments to get people used to the idea of non-physical money.
Anything.
Right, non-physical anything.
Right. Because, the gold had to be taken out of the public's hands back in the day because gold gave the public power.
Yeah.
Right? Well, you always, no matter when there is a change, you have to look at who benefits the most from the change and who pays for it. And with the extremes that we have in this K-shaped economy, is it obvious yet?
If you're
So we
looking
could take
in the
that
right
off.
place, it is. But yeah, a lot of people aren't really quite aware yet of what that transition from a fiat currency to a potential digital currency is really going to look like and what it's going to entail.
Right. And who's really going to be controlling it? I've been working, honest to God, you guys, if you're coming to Rick Rule's event or you're coming to the Red Pill, I am going to sit here and I'm going to tell you without a doubt that I have never put forth as much effort in these two events as I have.
Yeah.
And what I am a lifelong learner, right? And I know a lot because I've been doing this for so long. And even as I've been working through these two events, so for those that are watching now, and you've seen my work, and you'll see, you're going to be there, come up and tell me, did I do better? Because I think I'm finally, maybe figuring out how to explain this stuff in a way not only that people can get it, but that they can take it to heart.
Yeah.
And I'm learning things all along the way, and especially going back to the beginning, 1913, and revisiting this, all of this material, and then digging in even deeper to what does that really mean. And the further that they pushed us from sound money and this new digital rail,
Yeah.
okay, gold in the public's hands created restrictions for what the government could do
Right.
and how much debt they could grow. Dollars, paper dollars, this is a Federal Reserve note. It's a debt instrument that does not carry a stated interest rate,
Right.
right? So this creates restrictions for how much more debt the government can do, because you could still pull this out and use it. I do it all the time. I use more cash, I think, maybe not dollar for dollar because it depends, but I definitely use a lot of cash.
Yeah.
So this is a way to kind of escape the system.
Yeah. Right.
Right? Well, I have to do away with this paper because it creates those limitations. So that pushes us deeper into the control hole,
Right.
right? And further away from sound money. Who benefits and what's lost?
Yeah. The entire
ask.
one of the biggest things too that when we're having discussions with our clients that call in, I tell them, it's, and you can be really, I know you could attest to this, it's kind of a lonesome burden to have all this knowledge and to have, it's kind of like we're trying to help as many people as we can, but you can lead the horse to water, you can't make the horse drink. If people still have too much faith in this, then that makes the transition into this, which is a not real Bitcoin. It's a representation that they painted gold to try and
So
get
that
you to
you think it's this.
Yeah,
It's not.
But the easier it is for people to take this and accept it for just what it is, which is control, out of our control into the control of the powers that be.
And so that's just a repetition of history.
Yep.
Because look at this. It's the same thing. It's the
Yeah.
same thing. It's the same pattern. Okay? This became this. So this substituted. It's so much lighter. If you have too many of these in your pocket, your pants can fall down. They're so much more convenient.
Right.
Right? And alongside that, was this. I've shown you guys this a million times, but can you see the same pattern? They get you used to having everything in digital form, nothing tangible.
Right.
And so we go from ownership, what's the biz say, Bank for International Settlements?
It's the only asset on planet Earth with zero counterparty risk.
Financial asset.
Financial asset.
Absolutely, right? So they take it from an asset that you own outright, no counterparty risk, transition this into a claim. This is a gold certificate. Well, you can walk into any bank with this and walk out with that. See, they're just the same thing. Now you're comfortable, and at the same time they put this out. That's a Federal Reserve note, a debt instrument, right? So you got the real thing, you got a claim, and you got debt. But they all circulated at the same face value, all $20 for 19 years, 30 years,
30,
right? So think about this. People got used to it, and they got used to thinking it's all the same thing. So when this went away,
they thought that they were still good.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, can you see that? Because they did that again in 71, right? And actually, God, it's like, for as much as I know, I have to tell you, my goal is to help you look at things just a little bit differently.
Yeah.
Right? Because when you do, it's amazing what you see.
Yeah.
So, all right, we know, when was that spot gold contract born?
Well, it was when they had closed the gold window, right?
You betcha.
Yeah.
And they stated it, they being central banks and governments, that their goal was to create a large enough paper market so that people were not interested in having the physical.
Yep.
They did the same thing. It is a bait and switch. Make no mistake about it. And what are we doing today? Well, look, they've been training us to go with credit cards
Yeah.
since the 50s.
Because you could get rewards points and cash
Well,
back.
now,
Yeah.
well, that's another story.
Right, yeah, how they kind of evolved
Well,
it, I should say, yeah.
Right. But you bring up such an important point. And watch this with the stable coins. As they're issuing stable coins, whether it's Amazon or Visa or, all of these, they're going to give you these things and you're going to get them for free.
Yep.
Just like all of those things that are not really for free, because a merchant can't really afford to just give everything away.
Yeah.
So the true cost is buried and you and I can't see it. But they're doing the same exact thing with the digital system.
Yeah.
They're building the rail. We're in a digital winter. I just showed you the Bitcoin chart, right? And the rest of them look pretty much like that too. So we are in a digital winter, but the banks and the governments and the rest of the corporations out there, they're continuing fast and furious to build the rails of the new system to transition us into.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Because, bring up such a great point. It's like we've got this digital cryptocurrency system that, again, it's just an extension
So
of the
convenient.
Yeah, and it's an extension of the casino for Wall Street. That's all it is. It's paper contracts moving back and forth. When you've got institutions like BlackRock saying, "Oh, you could have Bitcoin in a retirement account," sure. Since I thought the whole point was it's decentralized. How decentralized is that really? Like, it's hello, but even beyond
Exactly.
even beyond that, when we're talking about now the in the United States, Congress is like, hey, look, there's too many scams out there. We want you to be
Yes.
we want you to be safe, right? We're gonna do this for your benefit. We're gonna take this cryptocurrency, this isn't really a Bitcoin, but Bitcoin and all the other coins that are out there, and we're gonna just make sure we know what bucket they belong in. Does it belong to the FTC or the CFTC?
Oh, that makes me feel so much
Yeah.
safer.
Like it's a total way to, like you said, get people to not realize that your choices are being taken away. And when your digital currency is now part of the FTC or CFTC system, did you escape the financial system at all?
No.
No.
Well, you didn't. I mean, as soon as Wall Street adopted it. But the reality is, I don't know. If you have not read the NSA, the 1996 NSA white paper on how to create a mint, it's great reading.
Yeah.
Pick it up.
Yeah, seriously. It's literally word for word, it's the Bitcoin white paper.
Yes, exactly true.
Yeah. So people think Bitcoin, oh, it was some guy in a basement that was like, I'm going to stick it to the system.
Yeah, right.
I don't think though. I'm not convinced.
I'm not convinced either. And so if somebody's trying to sell you something that is not real, run. Don't walk, because the real battle is to get redeemable, sound money back in the system again. How do we do that?
Well, it's by taking control of your money and putting it into real, sound money.
And, you know, I am like chomping at the bit. I'm also a bit exhausted.
Yeah.
But I really do think that the two pieces that I put together, and they're different, are the best work I've ever done.
Yeah.
And you let me know, because I know there's going to be a lot of people that are watching today that are going to be at these two events. And you let me know, because I will never stop trying to explain this better and better and better. And the beauty of that is we've got the dime cards. Do you have the dime card over
Here's the
there?
dime card.
Okay. So a big part of the goal, and I think I've gone to a new level, so let me get back from these events, and then I want you to go check out, for those of you that are working with the dime cards or not, but go check them out and see if I can't give you something that helps you explain this to people even better.
Yeah.
Even better, because that's what we have to do. We have to help people see the truth and get the truth back in the system. This stuff, this is all just a lie. It's just a lie. It's just a lie. I mean, what's the difference between this $20 Monopoly money and this $20 bill?
Well, you just are under the illusion that this has value, that this $20 bill you can do goods and services for, but you know, we've been told this is just paper play money, but the same thing as paper play money.
It is. And it's easy. You ready?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, here you go. See, Jessica really didn't want to go to the gym today.
So it's
So
fine.
here you go. I mean, how
That's how they can
easy
do it.
is it? But even this stuff creates limits.
Right.
A fully digital system? What in the world? What are the functions? What's money supposed to do? It's supposed to be a tool of measure, so you can price things and value things. A tool of barter, so you can trade, right? A tool, a standard of payment, so that you can fairly be paid for your labor and you can settle your debts. But the most important thing is that long-term store of value. Because what money really is supposed to do, it's supposed to be a way for you and I to hold the value of the labor that we generate today,
Right.
and the money that we get from that, for whenever we're going to use it, whether that's tomorrow or 10 years or 20 years or 1,000 years. This does not do that.
Nope.
If you sit in it out of the original dollar, there is a less than, officially, 3 cents.
Yeah. 2.9 cents worth of purchasing power in that dollar. And, you know, again, it comes back to really the point, too, that this creates accountability.
Yes.
And governments do not want accountability.
Neither do corporations.
No, corporations,
Look at the
right.
corporate profits.
Oh,
We've got people that cannot feed their families, but corporate profits are going through the roof. Who cares if you can't feed your family?
Yeah, they're doing massive layoffs while they have record profits. Why? Because it's just part of how this stuff here is corporate debt. It's sludge that just trickles down into your pocket. You're working for the corporate debt. As soon as this is issued by the Federal Reserve, it goes to the corporations first. It doesn't come to you and me first. It goes to the corporations where they get the freshest piece of the purchasing power to do their multi-trillion or billion-dollar investment. What they want to build data centers on the moon now, right? In that part, yeah, okay, yeah, you can build. It's only gonna be a couple $1 trillion they need to do that. What's the big deal, right? Meanwhile, us living in reality, we're having to say this $20 doesn't even buy you groceries anymore.
Oh, no. I mean, people know, because I've said,
Yeah.
when I first got divorced, I went to the grocery store with a $20 bill, and I had to make that last, and I had 2 babies to feed. I needed to make that last as long as I could, and I could do it. Today, could you do it?
No.
Oh my God, what does $20 buy you in the grocery store?
Maybe some bread and some bologna.
Yeah,
Like-
we've got something after these events. We've got a video that we're going to do because, you know, I'm always comparing the BLS, Bureau of Labor Statistics, food basket,
Yeah.
right? But on the most current food basket, they have the average price of a loaf of bread at $1.08. Now, I'm asking you, do you find bread for $1.08? So we're
No.
going to go shopping.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah. We're gonna go shopping, and there are some different things that we're gonna do. But we're sitting here saying this is corporate debt.
Yeah.
Is there any way for people that are out there watching to know whether or not what you and I are just saying is true?
Well, I mean, yeah, there's, I think the fact
Name.
that, yeah, the Federal Reserve, right, the Fed.
No, it says
Oh, the
it says
Reserve.
Federal Reserve
Note,
note.
right.
What's a note?
It's a debt. Yeah,
It's a promise to pay.
right.
Think about that.
Yeah.
Think about that. It's pretty scary. I'm so very grateful. I'm so very grateful to all of you for being here and making a difference, because you do. You give us a reason to
Yeah.
get up and get our butts in here and to do all of this hard work because, you know, I mean, Kenneth is sitting here with me now, right? And you can kind of tell his energy. I think are you on a mission?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, and I'm on a mission too. Everybody here wants to make a positive difference in this world. And I'm thinking everybody out there that is watching also wants to do that. We're a community. And I want to thank you guys so, so much. You don't even know how much this means to me. And we got to go. But till next we meet, together we can really do anything. So wherever you are in the world, please be safe out there. Bye-bye.